I literally got over 20 questions like this. Your apartment is gorgeous. Please, what's the price range? What's the rent of your apartment? How much do you pay in rent? Da, da, da. Basically, my rent. And yeah. Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. Hi, my name is Kamsinnamani, and if it's the first time you're seeing this beautiful face, please don't make it your last by clicking on the subscribe button and giving this video a big thumbs up. Yeah, if you end up enjoying this video, and if it's not, hi loves, welcome back. Honestly, I can't remember the last time I did like a proper sit down video. It's been a minute, and I feel like I've just been overthinking. If you do not know, I recently moved to a new apartment and I've been documenting the process, and yeah, everything just been scattered, but slowly but surely everything is getting better and more settled. I think you guys like this background, and this was the background I used for my relaxer video. Yes, I did get my hair relaxed, so if you want to catch up, just watch my videos. And I just added this plant for, you know, some aesthetics. Anyway, I'm back with a Q&A. Like I said, I did move, and I get a lot of questions from different people. Honestly, I put up my empty apartment tour and I listed the agent's numbers in the description box, as well as some of the moving vlogs, so you can check there if you were not aware of that, because a lot of the questions I got were regarding that. I already put that information out there, and other ones were just more of like my personal experience, any tips here and there. And yeah, so that's what this video is going to be about. I put up a question poll and I'm just going to be going through that. Let's just do first and foremost, I'm not telling y'all where I live, okay? Let's just get that out of the way. It's a bit shocking to find the amount of people that actually ask, oh, where do you live? Like, you know, like, where's the address? And I'm like, why would you think I would tell you that? I'm not saying you have like ill intentions, but come on, see it from a different perspective. Like, I don't know you, you don't know me, honestly, besides the internet. So it's like, it's a weird question to ask, and for you to feel comfortable to ask that to a complete stranger, it's a bit concerning. So yeah, I'm not telling you guys where I live. However, I will still answer questions. I can give you tips on, okay, where to look for all those like good locations and all of that. So yeah, if you want to hear my experience and answer your questions as a 24-year-old living alone and renting in Lagos, Nigeria, please keep on watching. So just starting in no particular order, did you buy your apartment or you are renting? I am renting right now, but you know, never say never. I do intend on buying one day, and I'm making plans towards that. So I am renting my apartment. Another one says, why did you do the renovations if it's a rental? Well, I wouldn't really call this renovations. I'll just say I was just trying to add my personal touch to my space. Even if I'm renting a place, I want to make it my space, and I'm a creative. Sorry if I sound weird, I have a retainer, so I have a bit of a lisp. So I just want my space to be a representation of who I am. I want to feel good every time I'm in my space, and the fact that I don't own it is not an excuse not to make it my space. You're still paying rent at the end of the day. You're not staying there for free, so might as well just make yourself comfortable and do what you want to do with the space. And the things I'm making, like the wooden floors that got so much people talking, they're not permanent. When I'm leaving, I can take them with me. I can sell it to someone if you want it. Like, it's nothing. I'm not doing anything permanent here. It's not my own, so why would I do something permanent? But everything I've done so far is something I can undo when I'm leaving, or yeah. So I'm a creative. My space also helps in my job content. I don't have to go to an Airbnb or a shortlet to do. I can just do everything in my space at my own convenience. So yeah. What are the major things to buy first if you don't have the money for all yet? I would say if you don't have furniture or lots of furniture like me, I'd say a bed. Actually, no, I'll say a mattress, because even if I'll say a mattress, because mattresses are not cheap. Honestly, guys, I think it's not cheap. I just want to point out that your rent is literally just the the beginning of what you're to spend. Again, you don't have to spend all at once. I used to get some comments about people saying, oh my god, that they're so unserious. I've just been here, because I've been here for about a month and I've done so much, and that's not ordinary. Like that's not normal. It's completely fine to space it out. I honestly tell myself to space it out, but I don't know, my body just itch me and I'll keep doing. But honestly, at this point, I've actually told myself you need to chill, because you've actually just been here for a whole month. You don't have to do up the whole place in a whole month. But one of the reasons I am doing this, that I already know what I want. I would say when you're moving to a place, and maybe don't be in a hurry to do up your space, because sometimes you might end up not liking certain things or feel like you were just rushed. So it's actually completely fine to just be in that place as empty as it is, and the more you live there, the more you're sure of what you want in a spot. That's one of the main reasons why I delete certain things. But with me, I'm also already into interior design, so honestly, like, everything was already mapped out with my Pinterest board. Like, I have a folder for the sitting room, living room, bedroom, kitchen, bathrooms. Everything was already mapped out, so it was just more like, I already know what I want. Like, I've sat on it, I've stayed on, like, this has been a long time coming, so that's why I just keep going this, that. But that doesn't have to be your situation. So I'd say a mattress. I'd say cooking, so like pots, plates, a fridge, because you need food. So mattress, fridge, kitchen equipment. What else would I say? An AC or a fan. I would say those are the major things. The creative things I don't think they are primary or essential. So if you watch my vlogs, I started off by buying the big appliances like the fridge, the TV, and then I started trickling down to like the core items. Someone said, how long do you see yourself staying in this new apartment? Interesting. I don't know. I kind of just to myself, you know what, give yourself 2 years. And it can be more than 2 years, but I'm just like, 2 years, let's see what happens. One of the reasons why I really stalled in like moving, because I really want to travel more. I feel like, I don't know, I just want to travel more and experience different things. And I felt like me moving into another apartment would ground me so much to a place, which, to be honest, it doesn't really have to do that. But yeah, my whole point is I might just wake up one day and be like, you know what, instead of paying another year's rent, I'd rather just invest into traveling and explore. Again, my job gives me the liberty to do a lot of these things and also make money while having fun. So I don't know, I just said 2 years, can be more, can be less. We don't know. All depends on God. But I'd say I just get this year and next year. Let's see what's on the table after that. Someone says, what do you do when you hear negativity, like ladies who are not married that live alone, ladies that tend not to get married on time? I'm guessing like the stereotype about single women living on their own. Honestly, doesn't bother me, honestly. Like, I don't care, honestly, and I don't know, like, I want to live my own, I want to live my own. I don't care how someone sees it. I feel, if anything, if that's a red flag that I live on my own, like, from a guy's perspective, like, thank you, next. I don't know, it just doesn't bother me. And I feel like if you're young, it's a crime. If you're older, it's a crime. So basically, it's a crime to live by yourself if you are a woman that is not married, and that in itself just sounds very stupid. Or in 2022, I feel like if you had the chance, every woman should live by themselves at some point. You can have a roommate, that's still you living by yourself. You don't have to like be on your own apartment. But I think you really learn a lot about yourself, and it's just like self-discovery. I knew I never wanted to be like, oh, from my father's house to my husband's house. That was never going to be me, because like it's just like, where's me time? So I want to know myself. I want to do things for myself. In your father's house, it's your father's house, so you can't come and say, oh, I want this, I want that. In your husband's house, you have to discuss. I'm like, oh, how do you feel about this? Like, I want me. I'm asking myself. I'm taking permission from myself, and it's my space. And there's so Yeah, so it's just something that I've always known I wanted to do. So yes, it did. When I was moving to Lagos, it did cause a bit of friction with my Nigerian mother, and but I think at some point we have to start teaching our parents, like from your behaviors, your parents start to unlearn certain, things that just don't make sense. So I think I got hard there, or trying to. Oh yeah, I really don't care. So this one says, what happens if he proposes? Would you move out after your wedding? So I put it on my story actually. I got people were laughing, people were like, it crossed their minds, and I'm just like, to be honest, I don't see why that is an issue. I feel like if you're in a relationship with somebody, and this sort of thing just have to be had. So how I said, like, I always wanted to do that. That's something I'll tell a partner, like, I always wanted to live by myself before. Just doesn't even have to be like just in random conversations. Like I always wanted to live by myself before like ending up in my husband's house. And if that person is fine with it, they'll just be like, okay, like there's a timeline, and from there, like the guy now knows. Cause I feel like to be rather selfish if a girl tells you that and you're now like, oh, like this is something that's very important to me. I want to do that also for my craft and all of that. So I don't think that's an issue. And she was like, would you move out after your wedding? I mean, if most likely, yeah. But I mean, it has to be better than this one, no? Because if it's not better, he'll come and stay. But yeah, it's gonna be better than this one. But that's really not an issue. That's not an issue. Like people say, oh, the money you spend. I mean, I've honestly just been seeing life in a different way. I really want to enjoy my life. I really want to live, not just exist. And yeah, I spent money, yeah, but I'm enjoying what I'm living here, right? It's not just a waste. I'm enjoying what was spent, and when that chapter ends and that chapter comes, I receive with open arms. So I don't think there are any rules. I don't think it's an issue or anything like that. Do you sometimes get scared at night to sleep alone? No, I actually don't. No. One of the things I really wanted to be in a place I felt secure. And again, I didn't want a place that was too big where I would feel like, oh my God, it's only me. Literally, like, you guys are seeing my apartment. I come out of my room, that's the door. Like, it doesn't feel like, oh my God, it's just me. And at my work, I'm really used to working by myself. And I honestly, I thrive off of being alone and working. That's when I can concentrate the most, when ideas come. So I honestly love my own company. And no, I don't. Now, to the most asked question, I literally got over 20 questions like this. Your apartment is gorgeous. Please, what's the price range? What's the rent of your apartment? How much do you pay in rent? Basically, my rent. And unfortunately, I would not be giving out that information. I'm so sorry, but at the same time, I'm not, because I just don't want that. I just don't want that information out there. There's something wrong for me. I'm just not comfortable giving out that information. And people are kind of weird when it comes to money. I always have this issue of maybe I get something, I don't put the price, and I get something like, how much is it? The next time I put a price, people are like, why would you spend that amount of money? It's like, but you asked me. I've already spent it, so why are you giving me? Everyone now becomes a financial advisor. So it's like, if I say this and next thing, like, why would you pay that amount? So like, honestly, I just, that's part of the reason, but I'm just not comfortable with giving that information. However, I can still help. Another question was, what is the price range if I want certain things that your apartment has? A lot of people were like, the good locations, if you want to rent in Lagos. So I just want to like kind of help you guys in that area. So I didn't grow up in Lagos, so I moved to Lagos. So I'm just going to explain how I see Lagos, right? So Lagos has like, I would say, 3 main places that have a lot of things that you would need to go to. So in terms of offices, maybe restaurants, clubs, like the things that you most likely want to do in Lagos are in, I would say, 3 major areas of Lagos, and that would be VI, Ikoyi, and Lekki Phase 1. Those are the 3 main places. So because of this concentration and the high traffic there, most people, because you're going to always end up going to these areas, it will be easier because of the traffic in Lagos to just live within these areas or very close. And because of that, it's very expensive. So the price range in these areas are a lot more expensive as opposed to areas that are not as close to these peak locations. I don't know if you get it. So via Ikoyi and Lekki Phase 1, the price you would pay for a duplex, for example, in Aja or maybe Chevron, which is a bit down, that's probably what you pay in Ikoyi for like a 1-bedroom. So you can see, like, because of what the concentration, it's, high peak, it's supposed to be like highbrow as well. And then the areas also near these locations, maybe not Phase 1, but like they are closer, are also more expensive. So it depends on you. So if you're someone that you don't mind entering the traffic, staying very long, you don't really care, then you can move a bit further down. So I would say if you're a type of person, you actually want the better locations, you want to be closer, I would say budget for anywhere from 2.5 to 6 million. It's a wide range, but that's what I would give. My apartment is 2-bedroom. Electricity is almost 24 hours, I'd say, because if you add the generator and NEPA, almost 24 hours. What else? Security was very important to me as well, and my job, so electricity was very, very important. So again, why I said that range was so high is that you can still live close to these peak areas, but let's say where you stay in a self-service. So there's self-service, oh my god, I hope you're not getting overwhelmed, but there's self-service and serviced apartments. So self-service is you service yourself. So if, again, Nigeria is not electricity 24 hours, so let's say when there's no light, if you're in a self-service, you are responsible for getting your own fuel or diesel and putting on the generator. There might be a generator there. Actually, no, you get your own generator. If there's a generator, you put the fuel yourself. So you're buying it. Most of the time, I think you have to get your own generator. And then there's service, meaning if there's no lights and all that, you've already paid for all these things in your service charge. So the estate is in charge of making sure that there's always diesel, making sure that if your NEPA runs out, you can just pay to them, the in charge of security, the in charge of water, making sure that you guys have water, clean water. So that's service. And obviously service is more expensive. I stay in a service apartment because I just did not want to be hassled about, oh, there's no diesel, scarcity, I won't have light, I need to film, I need to record. So all these sort of things are things I had to process in my mind. And honestly, I feel like if you're someone like me, for example, that still needs electricity, you're still going to spend that amount of money buying diesel weekly. And when you now calculate it, it's like it adds up. So I was just like, I did the math and I preferred to just pay up front. I know this is out of my head. Like, if something's not wrong, I call, come fix it. Again, I'm a lady. I don't have strength. I'm going to minimize the amount of time I have to deal with men. So just like someone has already like taken care of this. So yeah, so if you can be in a self-service apartment and you're closer to, you're inside these 3 peak areas or you're near there, you will probably be paying less than someone who is in the same area with you but is service. So if it is service, your service charge can be like 500k, 400k, depending on the arrangement you have. A tip I would give is when I was house hunting, I saw this place and I saw another place. What made me pick here more was because the other place, they were like, I would say max 10 residents. And when that happens, you can expect that your service charge is going to be a lot higher because you guys are less in number. So you have to pay more to meet up with buying diesel, because they add everybody's contribution. But if you're in a place, again, I like to add that I didn't want a place that was too full as well. I know. So I feel like I found the middle ground. I saw essays that had so many people. It's good, like that one, your service charge would be a lot lower because you guys are like 100 or more than 100. That you benefit from that because it's like you're gonna pay less in service charge and you can still have your like maybe 24 hours light or it's still service. So I opted out for here, which had more residents than 10. And I did that because I was thinking of future, Nigeria, I think they're always adding up. So in order to maintain, they're going to increase. Because again, rent increases here like every other year. So also have that in mind when you're picking a place that this might increase. And I think I covered that. Is there any other thing I forgot? I'll say the best location to rent on the island. I don't really know if I can really say there's a best location. It just depends on what you do. I mean, I feel someone's best location can be, it's close to the person's work and it's close to their church and they don't spend so much on transportation. So I think it's honestly relative. But also when house hunting or renting, always make sure that your place doesn't flood, or at least make sure that they're telling the truth. Then you now decide if you can deal with the flooding or you can't deal with the flooding, but make sure they don't lie to you. Also, when you're house hunting, check the water, like bring a bottle, check the color of the water, ask the residents of that place if you can. Actually, you should. They're probably around and they'll tell you what it is. They're not going to lie to you. If they're not happy, they're going to shoot on the estate and tell you don't come here. So that's honestly helpful. Ask them, how is the light here? How is network here? How is the water here? And like ask like one or two people before making up your mind and all of that. As some people said, how much did the wood flooring cost? I put their details under that video and I tagged them on Instagram. It honestly depends on your space. So if you call them over to your place, they will measure your entire floor space, tell you, and then multiply it by, I can't really say how much because I didn't pay the full price because again, it was a collaboration. So it really just depends on your space. So if it's just one room, obviously it's going to be cheaper. And but I would say, I think per square meter, I don't even want to talk, I can't really remember, but per square meter was about 9,000 or 10,000. Please don't quote me, but that's so and you can measure what the square meter is. So it's like 9 or 10,000 times the floor space. The floor measurement. How much can a one bedroom cost on the island? Again, it depends on the location, it depends on whether it's self. So you can't really give like an answer, but honestly, in this economy, I don't know, I would say like 1M. I don't know, honestly, because everything is so expensive now. I said, would you be doing a full house tour when your house is fully ready? Of course I will. I think I've answered almost everything. I think that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. And if you are house hunting, please just be patient. It can be a lot. Trust me. I cried a lot. But one thing I will say is what is yours is yours. You don't have to, I don't know, it's something that it was so hard for me to understand, but it just flows. And if you're currently not finding anything, it's frustrating, just see it as, yours is coming. Like God is trying to make sure you get the one that you actually want, because that's what happened to me. I can't remember how many places I missed, and whenever I'm here, I'm like, wow, I could have actually missed this if all this didn't happen. But so if you enjoyed it, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Please guys, subscribe, okay? And I'll hopefully see you in my next video. Bye.